For decades, NASA presents some aspects of the physical nature of Venus through U.S. probes that have ventured into the area or were created in its territory. The spokesmen for the exploration missions have spoken of a particularly hostile environment of carbon dioxide-laden air, infernal barometric pressure, scorching heat of several hundred degrees on the surface, and as accommodation environment thick opaque clouds of sulfuric acid and loaded. In short, a world that does not allow to generate any life of technical support, a planet that does not mean at all the desire to go on a small Sunday excursion or to install a vacation club there. However, in 1989, a file was declassified on the other side of the Atlantic, and this in the maximum discretion. Until 25 years later, this document remains practically unknown to the public. Incredible as it may seem, this question is related to many contacts with human beings on the planet Venus. It tells how Venusians were and continue to come to Earth to meet men. Sometimes the choice is to go to humble citizens, sometimes scientists, and sometimes top government officials. So there are two totally incompatible approaches to Venus. First, that the science of the Earth with its spaceship and Sirius as in general, and secondly that a virtually unknown report supports the existence of a civilization of Venus and conceals contacts. Given this paradox, the usual reaction is to trust science and quickly forget that phase, which changed the version of space reality. So we can continue sleeping soundly. But our goal is not to continue to sleep in our beds. It's about knowing the truth, and yes, the scientists, the hierarchies in which we make a trust without limits, they lied to us. The greatest lie of all time, is it not hidden from us that we are not alone in our solar system? The possibility of life on Venus leads to a revolution in thought, because many of us believe that the solar system is an oasis in the desert with only one Earth. So how can we accept the idea that our space brothers are there, near the nearby planet, and reach out and wait patiently and calmly for the green lights to light up in our minds? The civilization of Venus, as described in a declassified report, seems to have solved all the problems, in particular the negative relationship we know on Earth, such as wars, crime, and abuse of all kinds. Not forbidding to force, but for the development of peaceful collective values based on respect, understanding, and love. Through their repeated contacts with terrestrial personalities, the Venusians came to offer help that helps solve the increasingly critical problems of society and the environment. Whenever they raise this humanitarian and technological support, they suggest abandoning weapons of mass destruction and making a deliberate choice to involve them in such a peaceful way. These conditions, unfortunately, have been declared inadmissible by the great leaders of our world.